know what? I don't know. It was never fun, but it was. The feeling itself is sort of that you're hanging out with Batman, but they don't talk back to you. You're not Batman, and all of them are looking at you.
What do you mean? You're like, Batman, clean your room. He's like, yes, sir.
No, they're all looking at you in disgust, and like, you fucking junkie. But you're still getting to hang out with them, you know?
That's kind of the Joker's mentality, you know? He's like, I hate him, but I get to hang out with him.
Exactly. I'm getting to hang out with all fucking my boy Deadshot, fucking Deadpool's here, and fucking Batman and Spider-Man, but they're all looking at me like, you fucking piece of shit. You guys are awesome, man.
They're like, you're so high, you don't even realize we're from 2 different labels.
That's how I am. I'm in both universes, bro. They're like, fuck you. They both spit on me, but I'm like, I don't care. I'm gonna suck your dicks. $10.
You are really selling heroin here, man.
It was bad, but again, I don't know, it ruined my, the great, awesome feeling of coming to conventions for years, but not now, man. Now I'm here, I got a hard on.
Have you been clean and sober?
566 days.
Whenever I look at you now, I'm going to see a ghostly Batman and Spider-Man.
He's always hanging out with
Totally. You're like, loading up, bebop.
Fucking Vigilante was one of my favorites. You remember I went around, that sort of became my mission when we go to all the shows, is to try to get all 50 issues of Vigilante.
Complete the run.
Yeah, and that was exciting to me because, again, it was like that rush of like, oh my gosh, they don't have it at this, Blotchy doesn't have it, neither does Cha-Ching. But maybe fucking old fucking button-ups over there, old flat ass, you know? So it was like fun to go and ask people, and I mean, I didn't get to go out yet. Like we were, I was at the hotel jerking off, trying to find people in their windows and stuff. Didn't happen. No one was getting naked. But I can't wait. I'm gonna go out there and fucking come all over some books. Wait, what? What the fuck, dude?
Nobody wants to hear that at a comic book convention.
No, really?
Do you remember getting mugged in New York one time coming up here?
Yes.
We talked about it before, but since it's New York, we should talk about it. Wasn't that far either. It was.
I was talking about. I was telling my buddy, as a matter of fact.
We took a bus. We took an Academy bus from Jersey, from Leonardo area, I think it was, and took it all the way up to New York. And I wanted to go because the Museum of Broadcasting was doing a Bullwinkle exhibit. Jay Gordon Bullwinkle exhibit, and I was like, get the fuck. And this is, now mind you, some people are like, why the fuck would you travel to see something you could watch on your phone? This was in the Flintstones era, not the Jetsons era that we currently live in. So back then, like, they didn't even have fucking Rocky and Bullwinkle on video. So if you wanted to see old episodes of Rocky and Bullwinkle, you had to catch it if it was on like some syndicated, channel on the weekends or something, which it wasn't at that point. And then, or you go to some place like the Museum of Broadcasting, they did a retrospective, which they were doing, and I was like, oh my God, I want to go to see this. So I said, you want to go see the fucking Bullwinkle thing? And you're like, what's Bullwinkle? And I tried to explain it, and he was just like, is he stronger than Batman? It's like, it's 2 different worlds.
Who do you like better?
Yeah, I was like, well, Bullwinkle's funnier, I guess. But he was like, no, but I'll go up with you. We'll go to the city, man, because me and my friend, it was Needy Balls. Yeah. Like me and Needy, we were...
And Horby.
Horby went as well?
Horby went too. He told me. I totally blamed too about that. He told me
your whole mission was, I want to go and find some weed in New York. That was when you had just started like smoking weed. You had just gone from being like, I'm a straight edge, man. No booze, no drugs, no chicks. I was like, I don't think that's the third. But you had just started smoking weed. I'd come back from, I think, film school at this point. And you were talking about, yeah, man, I smoked weed and I smoked weed with my friends down at Snake Lake. Yeah, you enjoyed it back then. So you were like, let's go up to New York, you said to you and your buddies, and you were like, we'll go buy some weed. And I was like, dude, you can't hang with me if you're gonna buy some weed, which is really ironic now that I think about it. But I was like, I don't get in trouble, I ain't getting arrested in New York and shit. I was raised in an environment where they were just like, you live here in the Jersey Shore where everything is safe. Over there in New York, you walk, the moment you cross the border, they mug you. So it was like, I was like, I don't want to get it, and they, they tell you like you can't get in trouble in the city and shit. So I was like, don't fucking, I don't want you mixing up your shit with my shit and whatnot. And you were like, all right, we'll keep it on the down low or whatever. So we go to the city and split up. I go see Rocky Bullwinkle, him and his buddies go to scap some weed someplace, and we make an appointment to meet up at Port Authority, right across the street from Port Authority. One that's kind of like, what's the comic book store in Midtown? Is it Midtown Comics?
Yeah.
Midtown Comics, that street. At the end of that street, you could see Port Authority, and you used to be able to drive through. They closed it after 9/11. I'm not sure if it still can. But at that point, you could go down that street. So, fuck, I forgot what the fuck I was talking about. The weed. All right, so I was like, so I said, meet me across the street right on this corner and shit. And you're like, okay. So I'm waiting over at, I go to the corner, I don't see them. I go to that other corner and I'm looking across the street and I see Muse, across from Muse, a very big dude and stuff. And Muse is talking to him and the dude's talking back down at Muse. And it looks like the exchange is heated. I can't hear it because it's across the street, there's traffic going. But I see Muse hand over something and get handed something back. And then the dude pointed at Muse again, and Muse was like this. It was like a wonderful pantomime. And then the dude went like this harder, and Muse went like that harder, and clutched the bag. And then the dude grabbed, before he grabbed the bag, he goes like this. This fucking blew my mind. He went, pulled his fist up, and Muse went like this, and gave up the bag. The dude grabbed the bag, and Muse went scrambling across the street. And it was like my parents said, he got mugged. We got here, and I said, what the fuck happened? He was like, run, dude, run, let's go to the bus. And we ran to the fucking bus, got on the bus and shit, and I was like, what happened? You're like, that dude mugged me. And I was like, what do you mean? He's like, I bought weed from him and stuff, and then he said he wanted what was in the bag. And he said, what's in the bag? And I said, nothing, I bought a Punisher shirt. He went to a comic book store and bought a Punisher shirt. Oh, he was like, give me that Punisher shirt. He was like, no, man, I'm not giving it up. And then he was like, give it! Himself, Muse was like, here you go.
And then I went like this, I go, come on man, give it back. And then he goes, you better get the fuck out of here before I take your hat too. And that's when I was like, I don't know my hat because I just had bought a hat too, like I forget what it was. It was like, like it was like a Yankees hat or something, but I remember him he took the bag, I'm like, give it back to me, man. And he said, get out of here before I take your hat, too. And I was like, oh, shit. But then I was like, whatever, man, that sucks. But we got some fucking weed. Yeah. But then, you tell it. You tell that shit.
They unpackaged their goods.
What was it in?
It was wrapped in, it was so fucking, and again, like, it was everything my parents were like, don't ever go to the city. These are the things that happen in the city. Murder, mugging, drugs in paper bags. They had literally bought drugs in a paper bag. Crumpled up brown paper bag. They opened it up, and inside of it was a pack of Newports. And inside the pack of Newports was crumpled up tissue. Presumably inside that was going to be a dime bag or something like that, but instead was just a lot of tissue and nothing else.
It was like a booger rag and shit. I was like, so yeah, we got burned. We got burned, man.
Me on the other hand, I was just like, well, I got a lovely Bullwinkle poster.
It was the first time we attended. It was cool because we did get to go, like, walk around the city, which I had never done. I never went up there that way, like up on the bus and then hang around, walk around. And we're like, oh, it's so easy, man. Like you said, it's it's like you were told like by your parents and the elders and stuff like, don't go to the city by yourself, man. You can get shot, mugged, and all this stuff. And you can get drugs very easy. All the drugs are there. Speed, heroin, crack, coke. I don't think they head crack back then. But anyway, so.
It sounded like you were taking notes and writing everything down.
No, but I was like, man, it'll be easy. We'll go up, we'll go right to fucking the corner by Port Authority or whatever. Maybe we'll go to Washington Square Park somewhere and we'll get weed, it'll be awesome. And then, you know what he said, we went up, he went his way, we went and we're looking and we're about to leave and he's like, we're leaving. Like you were ready to leave and you're like, look, I can't, I'm not walking anywhere else, we're going. And I was like, all right, just let us go across the street, give one more lap around, and you were like, okay. And then that's when he saw the hole. And, so it wasn't as easy as we were told. I was told as a youth. And,
well, it sounds like you just went back and told the boring parts of that story. Just to come back to this. So then, like he said, exciting shit happened.
No, it was the same thing. I was told the same thing, and I thought it would be good, but all I got was dirty tissues. It was literally a snot rag. There was boogers in it. So I smoked the fucking snot rag. Stoned motherfuckers.
This is your brain. This is your brain on drugs. It's a snot rag. Did you watch movies flying over here? I watched Rise of the Planet of the Apes. I'm something of an apes, what would you call it? I'm an ape snob. I'm really into the Planet of the Apes. I love that film series when I was a kid and even now as an adult. And the one that Tim Burton did, I thought just ate fucking balls. It did.
You didn't like it either?
No, that one, shit, no. I liked it. When I saw the poster, I was like, look at that helmet. They're going to do General Herco. That's going to be amazing. And then it wasn't. But this one, the one I saw on the plane today, I thought fucking rocked because it was tied directly into the Apes, previous Apes movies. Like, kind of. I mean, they referenced it, bless you, a few times. The other flick, they had little pull jokes or in jokes in the other flick. But just the way they weaved it in, I thought was really fucking dope. And there's just one moment. Everyone see it? If you didn't hear see it.
Yeah.
Well, spoilers, the apes will rise. I'm not gonna say anything you didn't see in the TV spot. Like at one point, they're on a bridge fighting and shit. Rise of the Planet of the Apes. If you haven't figured it out, they start fighting. And at one point, they're fighting on a bridge, and I'm not gonna say who, but there's a pretty cool. One of the apes gets hit, takes a few hits, and then dies beautifully, and it's really fucking touching. I'm sitting there on the plane, and I just started rolling a tear. Got really emotional, reached over, grabbed my wife's hand and shit, and she was napping, and I didn't notice. So she looked at me, and she's like, off. She rolled over and shit, and I was like, but I was touched by the death of an ape. Good fucking movie. And then I wanted to watch Thor. I watched a few minutes of Thor.
Yeah. Yeah!
On a plane once, and then I also bought the Blu-ray. I liked it, and that's saying a lot because I didn't give a fuck about Thor, man. Thor could get hammered, that was my joke. When I saw the flick, I know, it was a good joke. When I saw the flick, though, I thought he did a really, Kevin Bryant, I thought did a really fucking good job. I mean, as far as like by the end of it, I was like, well, I actually care about Thor. I hope he beats these frost giants.
Yeah, like the love part, like she fell in love, and she was like, oh my God, what's going on, what's going on? And all of a sudden she's like, oh, so that's what you look like. You know, when he got his powers back and he had the suit.
Yeah.
And she was so like, oh my God, what's going on? So that's what you look like. Awesome. Like she was all not shocked anymore. Also, she's like, I'm gonna suck your fucking Asgardian dick. Should I say your hammer? He was like, awesome. All of a sudden, after they were all done, he's like, now I will show you my full powers. He pulls out his dick, and his fucking dickhead is huge on it, and he fucking just starts slapping him in the face. And then he's like, here, I'm gonna take you over the Rainbow Bridge. That's the movie. And then the other two, what are the other two dudes? The other, like that.
I can't argue with it. That is a better version. But I'm liking what you're conceptualizing a lot more.
And then the other guy, remember the other two dudes that were with her? What those two guys called? There was
The Fury, I don't know.
Oh, sorry, there was the girl and the two guys that were like...
Warriors 3!
Yeah. What is it?
Warriors 3.
Warriors 3.
That would be awesome. While they're
I was
fucking,
gonna say the
they're like,
Warriors 5.
yeah.